The storytelling style is interesting like a person telling the story. The Romanov dynasty was the last dynasty to rule the Russian Empire for 304 years, from 1613 to 1917. The story of this dynasty is full of glory, political conflict, and tragedy that deeply moved Russian history. The Romanov dynasty began during a period of great turmoil in Russia called the Time of Troubles, a time when there was no stable leader and the country was in a state of civil war and famine. Mikhail Romanov was elected as the first Tsar in 1613 by the Russian nobility, marking the beginning of a dynasty that brought peace and stability to the country. The Romanov dynasty has had many influential and memorable leaders, most notably Peter the Great, who reigned in the late 17th and early 18th centuries. He reformed the country in every area, from the political system, economy, to the military, and led the construction of the city of St. Petersburg, which became a new capital that represented modernity and the opening of the country to Europe. Later, Catherine the Great was another prominent ruler of the Romanov dynasty. She expanded the territory of Russia and promoted arts, culture, and education widely. Russia during Catherine's era became a major power in Europe in terms of political, economic, and cultural. During the 18th to 19th centuries, Russia developed into a major world power. However, in the 20th century, the Romanov dynasty began to face increasingly serious problems, especially under the reign of Tsar Nicholas II, who made many wrong decisions, including Russia's entry into World War I, which caused the country to be in serious trouble. In addition, the close relationship of the dynasty with Rasputin, a mysterious monk who had influence on the dynasty, caused widespread criticism in society. The dire economic and social situation, as well as dissatisfaction with the absolute monarchy, caused many people to rise up against it. This led to the February Revolution of 1917, in which Tsar Nicholas II abdicated and ended the Romanov dynasty. Then, on July 17, 1918, the entire Romanov family, including Tsar Nicholas II, the Queen, and their children, were massacred by the Bolsheviks at the Ipatiev house in Yekaterinburg. This event marked the end of the Russian monarchy and marked a turning point in modern Russian history. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, the bodies of members of the Romanov family were discovered, and their DNA was tested to officially confirm their identities. The Romanovs are remembered as symbols of an old era, reflecting both the glory and the sadness of Russian history. One of the most popular stories is that of Princess Anastasia Romanov, which continues to inspire films and novels around the world, reflecting the hope and mystery that still remain in the legend of the Romanov dynasty. The story of the Romanovs is a powerful lesson in Russian and world history because it shows that even long-standing dynasties cannot escape the effects of social and political change. Their prosperity was met with heartbreaking conflicts and tragedies. Studying these stories helps us understand that political and social change is inevitable and sometimes necessary for a country's long-term development. While Anastasia's story is full of mystery and hope, the tragedy of the Romanovs is a constant reminder of the fragility of power and humanity throughout history.